Today I want to talk about my 5 biggest backpacking mistakes. My first backpacking mistake is my least worst. I'll go least worst to worst. Not covering up my Eurosack at night in the rain. I hung my bag. I use a Eurosack bear resistant bag. I hung my bag like I was supposed to. It downpoured. My bag got soaking wet, and I'm not sure if it's the material or what on this, but it totally soaked up a bunch of water. It made it heavy. My stuff stayed dry, but most of it was in packaging anyhow. But I had to strap this on the back of my backpack to hopefully let it dry for the full day. And then of course I didn't have any place to put my food, and just kind of a silly mistake. Along with that, when it was raining, I left my fuel canister outside, which made the bottom of it all rusty, which I store my fuel canister in my cooking pot. So the rust transferred to the cooking pot and kind of made a mess. It didn't ruin it or anything. I caught it in time. Also, that next day when I went to cook, I'm not sure if it's because it got rust on the top too, because now this canister is working, but it wouldn't start. And I don't know what that had to do with, if it was a fluke or what. But regardless, I'll keep this in my vestibule. And I'll cover up my Eurosack with the plastic bag. My next mistake was I met a girl who gave me a ride on my Picture Rocks backpack trip. I mistakenly left my camera in her car. She did track me down and get me my camera back, but she had no idea. We kind of just chatted here and there, but she did track me down, which I'm very grateful for. But what I should have done was taken a picture of my information. So it's the very first picture when you turn the camera on that would have my name, address, phone number, etc. So if it ever got lost, someone can easily find it and return it to you. My next mistake was totally overestimating the amount of miles I could do in a day. You see all of these backpackers who are doing, 15, 20, 25 miles. I started off thinking, whew, I'm in pretty good shape. I can do that amount too. No, this is what I'm hiking now. And it's really hard because the rocks are a little bit slippery from the rain. Luckily the rain stopped, but I feel like I'm going really, really slow. I have never yet, with all the backpacking I've done, I've never had a 15-mile day. I've had a 14.5-mile day, but I have never been able to go over 15 miles. So don't let that discourage you. I was really discouraged. I thought that I was a terrible backpacker, and I won't be able to get the miles in. For me, a good day is 12 miles. 12 miles, I would say, is an average day for me. However, on the first day, I try not to go over 5 or 6. My next middle worst mistake is getting lost. I don't get lost like I need search and rescue. I end up going about a half a mile the wrong direction. I'm starting about an hour late as usual because I got lost. And normally this happens when I come to an intersection and I'm not paying attention, or if I go to an overlook. I'll look at this beautiful overlook and then turn around and go back the wrong way. And I do this all the time. I am so stupid and I am so pissed off at myself. I just climbed over those rocks only to discover that I am headed north instead of south. So this whole way for probably at least a half a mile, I've been going the wrong way. I know I need to get better at it. I know I need to pay closer attention. I have GPSs and maps and all of that. I'm not worried about needing, help, but it's annoying that you have to redo the miles you already did twice. I need to focus more on what I'm doing. Finally, probably the worst mistake I ever made was shoe size. I have been a size 7 shoe since I was 13 years old. I did a lot of hiking, and then I started backpacking. I was wearing those size 7 hiking shoes. They were great. They got wore out. So I reordered the exact same size, same brand. I got them. I didn't even really try them out because why wouldn't they fit? I got blisters. I got blisters so bad it took me off trail. Day 3, just going back to the car to go home. I have blisters all over my feet. I'm very angry at myself, but it is what it is. And then I reordered another pair in a half size up, where I thought maybe it was just something had changed. Come to find out, my feet had gone from a size 7 to a size 8, and I never even measured them. So, and I spent a lot of time and money and frustration and pain because I had the wrong size shoes. So make sure that you measure your shoes every time you go to get new shoes. Eventually, I did get shoes from REI because I knew their return policy, and I just didn't know what the heck was going on. I couldn't find a pair of shoes that would fit me or that were comfortable. And I've had those shoes for a long time now. They are my Keen shoes. Though when those wear out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even wanna start that all over. So those are my top mistakes I've made when I'm backpacking. Thanks for watching. What are your top mistakes? I would like to hear that I am not the only silly person out there who makes silly, stupid errors. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.